Aloha and good morning, I'm Craig.
And I'm Mel.
And you're with Lovin DisWorld, and today we are at Disney's Polynesian Resort for breakfast at Ohana's. That's right, Ohana's has recently reopened for breakfast and dinner, but we're here for breakfast. Now, there won't be any characters, but I'm sure it's still going to be the great food, and we're going to take you with. See you inside. So we just got seated here at Ohana's. It's going to be very loud here today. There's a lot of people here and the tables are pretty tight, but it feels so good to be back here at Ohana's. If you've never eaten here, on the far side of the room, it's basically a row of windows that provides great views of Seven Seas Lagoon, the Grand Floridian, the Contemporary, and of course Magic Kingdom. You get to see Cinderella's castle. Got the great tiki theming. Now for dinner they actually have an open kitchen where they kind of grill up all the skewers and everything, all the meats that you get. But for breakfast that doesn't operate. It's going to be a great meal. We're really excited. We cannot wait to try all the new food. And here's the menu. It's going to be served family style, all you can eat.
How do you make else love?
So while normal beverages like chocolate milk and the Hawaiian juice coffee comes with your meal, they do have add-on non-alcoholic specialties. This particular one is called the Lilo, which is supposed to be a vanilla smoothie with fresh strawberries, chocolate syrup, and of course that beautiful flour on top. Okay, so this isn't bad, but I will say it has that weird consistency to it. It tastes just like you're eating flavored whipped cream. It doesn't really taste like a smoothie. It literally tastes just like whipped cream. But it's tasty whipped cream, just tastes like whipped cream. So once again, I think we have a little bit of a timing issue. We didn't receive our starters until we got our entree, which is the hot food. So from left to right here, we have the pineapple coconut bread that they're famous for. And then our hot stuff here, we have some sausage, some breakfast potato, eggs, some biscuits. And then the fruit looks like we have an assortment of strawberries, grapes, melon, and watermelon. Everything looks great. The only thing we didn't get yet was the Mickey waffles and the Stitch waffles, which they said they're making and will be here soon.
Okay, so I tried a couple different things from the skillet. I will tell you right away, I am not eating the eggs. They are really, really runny, and when you pick them up on the spoon, it was just liquid everywhere. So we are not going to eat the eggs, unfortunately. I tried the potatoes. The ones that I had gotten initially were pretty plain and didn't have seasoning and relatively hard. Craig had some that were seasoned, and he said that they tasted pretty good. I did try a piece of his, and it was good. But again, not my favorite potatoes, but I'll be honest, I think that's a trend every time we come to Ohana's with the potatoes. We never really are wowed by them. The sausage I thought was good. I enjoyed that. Connor's like that. But my favorite thing in the hot skillet is the ham. It comes with pineapples on top, a pineapple sauce, and it's really flavorful, so I do like that. I also like the pineapple coconut bread. That was good. I was disappointed we didn't get to have that and our fruit first, so we're trying to eat everything together. And I also tried the waffles. I normally steer clear of the waffles when we go to breakfast at Disney, just because they typically tend to be pretty hard, but
We have a gun.
Someone was trying to get a picture and really trying to get everybody's attention. So yo, back at ya. I tried the waffles too, and you know what? They were freshly made. I thought they were soft. I really enjoyed the waffles.
So I had a chance to try a little bit of everything as well. We'll start with the eggs. I put them on my fork and it kind of ran through my fork. Like, they are really, really creamy. I like the breakfast potato. I thought that was seasoned. It was really salty. It had a garlic taste. I like that. I like the biscuit. A little dry, but I still think it was a good biscuit. You had mentioned you could maybe have some butter with it.
Yeah,
that would be great.
I didn't really care for the biscuit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was bad. I like the sausage. Of course, the waffles were good. You know, sometimes you get them, they're really hard, really crunchy. They were fresh, they were nice and warm. But my favorite thing, and the star of the breakfast, is this pineapple coconut bread. It's soft, it's light, it's just sweet. It has like a vanilla sauce drizzle over top of it. It's just phenomenal. I really enjoy it. I could actually make a meal just out of that bread.
I agree.
And the fruit's good too. Like I had some of the watermelon, the strawberry, the grapes, all really good. So overall, pretty good. There's some winners and there's some not winners. So overall, no, I'm pretty happy. It is a pretty good breakfast. The thing that I'd say that's most disappointing, the smoothie has a good flavor to it, but as I mentioned when I was talking about it, it just tastes like flavored whipped cream. It's like you said it was like a cloud.
Oh yeah, it was just like drinking fluff.
Yeah, it has no smoothie consistency like what you would expect. It has a good taste to it, it's just weird. Other than that, you know, I'm pretty happy with the breakfast. So we just finished our breakfast at Ohana's. Now, what do you think of your breakfast?
I just thought it was okay. I think that's pretty much a theme. We used to go to Ohana's every time for the character breakfast, and you had mentioned that during dinner that you're just never really like wowed by their meal. And I think that kind of carried through. I was really disappointed about the eggs.
Oh, those were terrible.
They were runny, and
it was like a polenta at that point. It was just gooey. It was really, really gooey.
Yeah, and since we got everything at one time, it really wasn't worth sending it back to get other eggs. So I know sometimes people say, well, why didn't you just get other eggs? We had plenty to eat with everything else. I was just a little disappointed in the eggs. The potatoes, they were okay for me. They were a little harder than what I prefer, and some of the pieces weren't flavored the same, so I had a couple plain pieces that didn't have any salt on them. I really did like the sausage, and my favorite part of the entree skillet was the ham. I really liked the pineapple sauce on it. I thought it was very flavorful. Of course, as you mentioned throughout the video, the coconut pineapple bread was very flavorful. Definitely one of our favorite things every time we come here. And the fruit was just okay. I had a couple pieces that didn't seem too fresh, so I've had better fruit at other breakfasts on property.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where, and I heard our server say it and a couple of servers say it, they said they were really struggling in the kitchen to keep up, which is kind of surprising because it was full, but it wasn't packed. There were still
a lot of empty tables
throughout the restaurant because it's a big restaurant. It holds a lot of people. So to hear that they're really struggling to keep up, I don't know. It's a little scary. And I mean, a lot of people were asking for stuff to go, and they were saying, oh, they don't have to-go cups. Orders were being forgotten. I know the table next to us, their drinks were completely forgotten about. So I think it was a good experience, not anything great or anything special.
I think time will help that restaurant.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's still pretty new. I think it's, you know, you have Kona, you have Ohana, and you have Captain Cook's, a quick service. So those are your basically three options. Well, I will say what Ohana has going for it right now is the price. Since it's still not a character meal, it's pretty cheap. It's $25 for an adult, and that's not bad for all you can eat. I do think the smoothie that I got was a little high priced for what it was because it was basically flavored whipped cream. So that was my biggest disappointment. But overall, I think it was a good experience. I hope it's one that you enjoyed. It was nice getting to see Ohana's. It's always great when this stuff starts to reopen. So if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate that. And as always, be on the lookout for new content and join us next time when we'll show you why we are
Lovin' DisWorld.
Have a great day, everyone.